Let's do it, buddy. All right. Recap here from last week's lesson because we didn't finish it. So here. Let's see. Remember this from Elizabeth Minkle? Too hard not to cheat in the internet age. Remember when we talked about plagiarism and how college kids, some don't even realize that they're doing it? Okay. Well, I'll roll right into it. To recap here, Wikipedia, Wikipedian, was never an acceptable source in the past. Perhaps because my professors knew they'd get students like the one from the University of Maryland who, when reprimanded for copying from Wikipedia, said he thought its entries, which were unsigned and collectively written, did not need to be credited since they counted essentially as common knowledge. There are probably only two types of people pulling these excuses, if you remember. The crafty, using the digital age argument to their advantage, and the completely clueless, who, like plenty in preceding generations, just don't understand the concept of plagiarism. The Times asked current students to weigh in, helpfully labeling them Generation Plagiarism. And one wrote, I never copy and paste, but I will take, T-A-K-E, information from the internet and change out a few words, then put it in my paper, P-A-P-E-R. So far, I have not encountered any problems with this, T-H-I-S. Though the information and words are technically mine because of a few undetectable word swaps, I still consider the information to be that of someone else. Okay? So that was a brief little recap on what we went over last week. And before we wrap it up and finish the rest of these passages, let's do some warm-up words, okay? So I spelled some words for you. Particularly the last three words I spelled for you, okay? So let's go ahead and start with that, all right? The first word I spelled for you was the word take, okay? You wanna go ahead and spell the word take? Take. Go ahead, buddy, yep. Take. Go ahead, up to the right, buddy. Find it, find it, find it. Oh, to the left. Find that T. T and A and over to the right. Yep. K and E. Take. Nice, dude. Very cool. We got that one. Let's move on. The next word was paper. Okay? People are cheating on their papers. Paper. Go ahead. First letter. In paper, up, yep. P and A and up, back to that. There you go, P and over to the left, up, find that E, buddy. E and find it. To the right, there you go. Over to the left, buddy, find that R. R, paper.
Nice.
Okay. And then the third word that we're going to use for a warm-up word is the word this. Okay? This.
Yes.
Yep. This.
This.
This. Yep. Go ahead, buddy. First letter. This. T and H and up. There you go. I and S. This.
Nice.
Okay. I'll keep reading then. That was pretty good. Here we go. The student goes on to say that in the digital age, plagiarism isn't and shouldn't be as big of a deal as it used to be when people used books for research. The response leaves me just as confused as I believe he is. But I'm pretty convinced that he's still he'd still be fuzzy on plagiarism if he'd lived back when people actually used books. But what I found most frustrating in the ensuing debate is the assertion that these students are a part of some new reality hunger type wave of open source everything. If every song is sampled, why shouldn't writers do the same? The question is interesting, complicated, and divisive, but it has little bearing on a Psych 101 paper. Excusing plagiarism as some sort of modern day academic mashup won't teach students anything more than how to lie and get away with it. We should be teaching students how to produce original work, and that there's plenty of original thinking across the internet, and leave the plagiarizing to the politicians. Politicians. Obviously she's taking a jab at politicians. I'm unsure if she actually means that or not. Regardless, we know better, right? Okay. That is the rest of the reading for Too Hard Not to Cheat in the Internet Age, okay, by Elizabeth Minkle. So the last two questions that we didn't get to, I spelled this word for you in the beginning, and we didn't do as a warm-up, okay? So there's my revealed foreshadowing, okay? I foreshadowed the use of this word. So what website, per the article, and in general scholarly work, it's deemed not a very good source, is never acceptable to pull from? Do you remember what a example of a bad source is? Go ahead, buddy. What website? You ready? Okay. Let's do it, buddy.
Let's get that back nice and tall, Joe.
Yep.
Posture up.
You got it, buddy. What website's a bad source? Go ahead, buddy. Up.
With the keyboard, maybe just out a little bit more.
Oh,
Or
okay.
prevent his elbow being anchored into his stomach.
Okay. Up, buddy. Find that W. W and I and up. Find the K. K and over to the I and over to the right. Find it. P and E and D and up to the left, buddy. Find that I and A. Wikipedia. Yes. Right on. Wikipedia. Now, my last question for you, and I wrote this question, and I really already said what I needed to say about it, is per the article, right? So not just our own general beliefs, but per what we just read, can we recall who the author believes we should leave the plagiarizing to? Okay? Go ahead, buddy. Up. There you go. P and over to the, there you go. O and to the right. L and up to the, find that I, buddy. I and
Next letter. Find it.
next letter, buddy. Up and to the right. Find that T. Paul. Oh, okay. You want to give it another shot? Okay.
Got this, Joe.
Yep. Who should we leave the plagiarizing to per the reading? Okay? Okay.
Nice deep breath, Joe.
Yep. You ready?
Deep breath, Joe.
It was the very last line of the reading. Okay? Let's try it again. Here you go, buddy. Go ahead. When you're ready. Okay. Go ahead, buddy. What's the first letter?
Find it.
Find it.
To the right.
To the right. P and
Next letter. Keep going.
over to the right again. O and to the right still. There you go. L and to the right. There you go. Find it. I and up and to the right. There you go. The T and
Keep going,
over
Joe.
to the right.
Find it.
I.
Finish it off.
Yep, finish it off, buddy. Politic. Find that C. There you go. And then up again. I and to the left. To the left a little more. A and over to the right. Find it, find it, find that N. And there you go, buddy. To the left. You got it. S. Politicians.
Good.
There you go, buddy.
There we
Okay,
go.
thank you for your patience, dude. That was the ending of the lesson that we did last week, okay? So we have covered it. All right, let's go ahead and get a check-in and see if you want to move into the second lesson or if maybe you need a break, okay? Okay, let's see.
Good work.
Yeah,
Nice, nice,
yeah,
nice.
yeah, yeah. Maybe we'll do some words or something.
Okay. All right, Joe. How you feeling, buddy? Do a quick check-in. Any feedback you want to give Austin? Anything you want to share? What do you think, buddy? Yes. A U S T I Austin and I are really flowing nicely. What's the first letter, Joe? T O G E H E together. Alright, buddy, anything else? Would I like to go for a walk and I pick what was the first, T or G? T H this up later.
Okay, you got it, buddy.
Sounds good.
It's all good. I got a brand new lesson for you after anyway. So we're at a perfect stopping point. It's all good. It makes perfect sense to stop now if that's what you want to do.